What's good with it, everybody? It's your boy Samurai with this, and I'm back with this shit. I'm very happy because this is the month of my birthday, so this is a very great month for me. Anyways, let's see how I'm gonna spend it. So let's start off with how Izumi is not Izumi. I always get these motherfuckers mixed up. I should just name her something like Maria, but it's about too late. So Izuka is currently walking away as people are applauding her, but she's just ignoring it all. Oh, she's not here for the fame. She's here for lives. She's here to save lives. Lives instead of, you know, she's basically staying but a hero and not taking lives. She's basically the ideal version of how Stain wish she could be. So Izuku is just walking around. Izuka is leaving as she gets out of the city and sees the other cities. She sees Azumi and Bakugo running straight for her ass. I don't believe that I made a Katsumi. I don't believe so. I hope I didn't. Did I? I'm gonna go and check. Just because, like, I know Katsumi would probably be like a big part, and she's not gonna be the shit. I'm gonna say that now. So Izumi, Bakugo, and Katsumi all run over. It says, "Was that you that destroyed the zero point?" Izuka just said, "Yeah." She just said, "Yeah." Izumi then grabs her by the shirt and says, "How did you do it? Who trained you?" Izuka just grabbed her hand and pulled it off of her and said, "Izuka trained me." Hearing this, Bakugo was so ready to swing on her, bro. He said, "What in the fuck do you mean, the Deku trained you? You could have been training with us all this time, but instead you set out to train with the useless piece of shit that can only skip through time and dodge." I said skip through time. I mean skip spaces and dodge. Azumi just says yes. Like, why would I train with you all? Oh, Izumi here does nothing but whine. Izumi says that's not true. Azuka then slaps her and she starts crying. Says, "See, you do nothing but yell and scream." Bakugo just says, "Watch how you speak to me." And then she said, "Your sister does the same thing." But what's the point in training with any of you? She then starts floating using her telekinesis. And she says, "I don't need to train with any of you. None of you are useful to me. Nothing you are great assets to me. You're not even acquaintances to me. You're all useless to me. Why should I train with any one of you?" She then flies off. But as soon as she got out the building, she immediately was about to crash land until Izuku jumped off and catched her. Izuku says, "You really are an idiot, you know." Hmm. She says, "I ain't gonna lie. Thank you for helping me. I was gonna crash." Izuku says, "I knew you were gonna crash. Why the hell would you try to fly when you barely use telekinesis?" She says, "Listen, I wanted to make a cool exit." Izuku says, "She's so damn dramatic." She says, "I know damn well you ain't talking about dramatic. Bro, every time we leave, you always swing your blade around just to get the blood off." Zuka says, "I don't want blood on my precious blade. Hey, I can't get blood on Zuka." She says, "Did you really name your blade Zuka?" Zuka says, "Yes." Zuka says, "Yes, I did." She says, "Did you named it after me?" She says, "No, maybe. I don't know." Also, I told y'all I don't do no incest shit, so no. Izuku just wanted to make it named after his favorite sibling, which he basically thinks is his only sibling, since he don't really fuck with Izumi like that. Azukina says, "You really thought that you was like that? You really named it after me and tried to hide it?" Azukina says, "Yes, I did. Anyways, I got a surprise for you." Azuka then says, "What?" Azuka then pulls some papers and says, "Read these." She read them, and her eyes wide. She says, "You got into the support course?" Azuka says, "Duh. I told you this vigilante shit is the only thing I'm gonna do. I told mom that I was gonna be a scientist. I did not lie." So she just stared at the paper and says, "Wait, you got in already?" Izuku says, "Yes. Duh. Plus, this will give me more time to analyze most of your classmates." After all, since it's going to be a new hero year, there probably will be villains or a traitor in your classroom. If so, I got someone to take to jail. Zuka says, I don't understand why you don't kill villains, but you can kill a pedophile and a rapist. Zuka says, you see, a villain is still a human. See, a villain does not pass their morale. They don't lose their humanity. But once a human decides to force themselves upon others, especially children, I just I don't know how to control myself. I see red, and I'm playing. He didn't say that, but he says I just can't let that slide. Especially if it's a child toucher. When it comes to children, I don't play. This is coming from a man with two sisters and a beautiful mother. See, I don't play like that. If I see someone touching on a child, I gotta kill him. I can't do it like that. I can't do it. If I see the slightest hint of a man thinking that he's gonna sexually touch a child or a woman without consent, you gotta die. And if it's sexual intent towards a child, either way, you still gotta die because that's still bad. The age of consent in this country of Japan for us is what was it, 12 to 16? I don't fucking know anymore, bro. But I'm going by American laws. 18 and above is it. If I see someone going for a child, I'm gonna publicly execute you. Izuku then gets a ding on his phone, and he sees the number 1,605,550. Wait, I said 1 million? No, not 1 million. 1,562. Izuku grins. He says, "Yes. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be so." Izuku jumped on top of a building, and the breeze comes along. Izuku opens up his arms and says, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be my biggest heist yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a massacre." Izuku's just grinning, and Izuku says, "What the hell are you grinning for?" Izuku says, "Oh, you will see. Just know it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed, a lot of murdering, a lot of shit gonna happen." Izuku's just grinning. Izuku says, "This will make me on the highest billboards of vigilantes." Ooh, I'm finna be so. Oh. So later that night, Izuku snuck out of his house. Izuku snuck out, and Azumi, she wanted to follow along. So she's followed along. Izuku knew she was following, but oh well. So Izuku gets to a giant, and I mean a giant warehouse that can fit at least about 3,000 people. He jumped in through the window, but stayed silent, and he sees his victims. 1,532 people. They wearing masks. They stripped, butt down, booty naked, bro, ready to touch on someone. Not noticing that they finna be touched. They finna be victimized. So Azuka jumps in, and she's just hanging on the top, waiting to see. She's disgusted at seeing all these people, but she wonders what Azuka's gonna do. Azuka clicks a button, and the whole building goes on lockdown. As he jumps down, he's making it look like Azuku's tall, so he looks like an adult. So Azuku takes off his mask and says, "So are you men ready to have a great time of your life, my brothers and sisters?" All of them just grin and smile, saying, "Yes, yes. Where are they? Hey, where are the women and children?" Azuku just grins. It says, "Oh, unfortunately, we don't have none." They says, "Wait, what? Then why am I here?" All of the pedophiles and rapists said, but Izuku, he just grins. He puts on his mask, takes out his katana, and says, "You're here because I'm gonna execute every single one of you." He then grins and says, "This might traumatize a few kids, but hey, what the hell?" He then clicks a button, and a red light flashes. Every TV, every phone, everything right now is connected and seeing inside of this building. And what happens next is pure bloodshed. Izuku would run through these people, killing, destroying, eviscerating every single person here. He is making sure that he kills every single one. Well, and this is versus the goddamn Madara versus the goddamn Shinobi Alliance, bro. He is massacring every single pedophile and rapist here. Yeah, Zuko recognized all the pedophile faces, so he's making sure he kills them in brutal ways with his katana. See, I was gonna give Azuko a scythe originally. That's why I made this AI art, bro. Because this scythe was gonna be called the Scythe of Death. But I said, you know what? Nah. Yeah, this is AI generated. So does that mean I own it or no? I'm gonna just say I don't own it just to make sure. I don't own this or this either. Like most of the stuff I don't own. I should not have cooked up, but oh well. But yeah, I do not own most of this. Just to let y'all know that now. Anyways, so Izuku is just having the time of his life, killing every single one of these pedophiles and rapists. It's being recorded on live television. You know, the location is on. Some heroes are trying to bust in to stop it. You know, some are just watching because shit, they have family. They have daughters and shit, so they just they just letting it happen. You know, some are just letting it happen. Some are genuinely enjoying the show. Izuku was just massacring them all. So after a good 20 minutes of Izuku massacring all these people, it's just 5 people left. They're trembling in fear, and Izuku is spinning his blade, saying, "Now, which one should I pick off first? Eeny, meeny, miny, you." Ooh, he then goes towards villain. He then appears behind villain number 4, and shove his whole goddamn arm through his body, with his heart pulsing right in his hand. I know I know I say this, like I probably do say this a lot, bro. Cause like you gotta think about that move is so cold. You just appear behind your opponent and shove your whole fist through their whole chest, and you just have their heart in your hand. That shit's so clean, bro. Anyways, Azuku is he's just admiring what he's done. He then pulls his hand out of the guy's chest with the heart still in his hand pulsing. Another guy was about to use his flame quirk, but Azuka threw the heart right in his face, which causes the guy to scream, but he gets sliced down right through the middle. Zuko says, 2 down, 3 more left to go. He then grins and says, "Now who's next?" One guy comes in with his arm blade quirk trying to slice at Azuka, but Azuka just parries and slices his ear off. Says, "You can call me Mike Tyson." Listen, as he's just smiling at this man. This guy's screaming, holding his ears. This dumbass is holding his ear, and he slices off his other ear. Izuku just stares at him like, "Man, this nigga's dumbass." Oh well, made my job easier. He then stabs the blade through the guy's screaming mouth, and then pulls it out. The guy dies of blood loss, slow and painful. Izuku says, 2 more, and you know what? I'm gonna have fun with you two. He didn't start dashing around these 2 guys, Since Izuku's like incredibly fast, it doesn't matter how fast he is, but he is running around so fast that the bodies around him are picking up wind, but he is slicing them up as he does so. So one of the guys who has a hardening quirk, it's like Kirishima's but way weaker. He hardens his body. Zuki says, "Really? You think hardening your body will help you against this blade of mine? This blade is made of many things. It's one of the sharpest blades that I've ever touched. And I've only touched one blade in my life. Simply because I've been using this blade for about a good 11 years. Well, since now, last year I said that to my sister that I've been using this blade for 11 years. So I guess for now, since it's been a year, I've been using this blade for 12 years. Yeah. So you are one of my many victims. This has been one of my biggest heists yet. I gotta say, this is an amazing day to be me. Cause you too are the last 0.0000 after a few zeros, 1% left of pedophiles. This means I'm gonna have massive fun with you. Azuka then cuts off one of their toes. Oh, it's not like one of their toes, like literally. He cuts off a guy's whole like both of his foots, which makes the guy fall off balance. He is screaming with his legs off. This is when he says, shh, 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 calm down, calm down. I'm just getting started. He then slices off the guy's ears. He slices off the guy's fingers one by one. He then goes off to slicing off the arms. Then going up slicing up the knees. Zukin says, now ain't this just some bullshit? I run out of limbs to play with. Oh well. Azuka then slices the guy's head off. It says one left. And you know why I saved you for last? Because I know you're the worst of them all. You have touched about around 500 kids. The guy that starts laughing because he's mentally insane. And he says, no. I've gone way more than that. Try 973. Zuko says, oh, ain't that surprising. What was your quirk again? This guy that says, oh, my quirk? The guy then starts getting a pink liquid in his hand. And he says, my quirk is divine acid. Zuko says, and the downside of it, the guy without a care in the world thinking that he's going to win says, the more I use the acid, the more they burn me. Zuko says, perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun. The guy says, why? Zuko then punches him straight to a wall. The other says, while trying to climb out the wall. But Zuko appears in front of him with a syringe and says, have fun. He then stabs the guy with the syringe and backs away immediately to the other side of the wall. The guy then starts using his quirk uncontrollably. He starts screaming because of the pain. Zuko's just watching with an amused smile on his face. Because he has one of those masks that allow you to see the person's facial reaction, but you can't see the person's face. So the marks upon this guy's Izuku's face, the mask is just showing like a devilish grin, because Izuku's purely enjoying the look on this man's face, the scream, the agony, the pain that he is feeling. Izuku's enjoying it, bro. He's getting off to this shit, bro. And the heroes outside, they not watching it. Some of them don't want to watch it. They can, because hearing the screams already, they can tell that the last guy is going through the most pain. Izuku's just enjoying the view. He's loving the view. He is accepting the view. Izuku steps a bit closer and says, "Come on, live it out more. I need this to at least last a few minutes." So for the next 2 hours, this guy would scream uncontrollably as his acid would just keep on going and going and going. Izuku's not caring about the people that he's traumatizing, because this will let them know that he himself does not care about anyone, as long as he gets to stop monsters, creatures of the night like this. Izuku's just smiling. He has the most evilest grin on his face. And, well, Izuku then walks towards the guy. As the guy tried to use it to his advantage and shoot acid at Izuku. Izuku just simply looked at the acid as time froze. And he just looks at the guy's facial reaction. Because he knew time would stop immediately. So he just looks at this man's facial reaction. No, nothing will stop this man from enjoying this. So he walks up to the guy and cuts his toes. Then walks away. And time resumes. Izuku then grins. Then saying, "Hey, you lost a toe there." The guy then falls while still screaming in agonizing pain. And Azumi, who's in her vigilante outfit, jumps down and says, "Brother, I think this is enough." Izuku says, "When did you get here?" She says, "I've been here. Here, I snuck with you." Izuku then says, "Why are you so goddamn sneaky? Don't you have, tomorrow you gotta go there?" She says, "You also gotta go there." Izuku said, "Oh yeah, fine. You know what? No, I'm gonna let his acid burn him. You go home." Izuku then takes her through a secret shootout, and says, "You better not get caught either, nigga." He didn't say nigga, but he just said, "You better not get caught." Oh, girl, as she goes, Izuku watch for a few minutes until the guy finally dies. He is nothing but ashes. Izuku then says, finally, the pedophile rate in Japan is finally 0. The rapist count in Japan is finally 0. Now to move on to big things. Villains. Izuku then glares at the camera. Says, "Villains. Now that I've gotten rid of all pedophiles and rapists, you're next. I'm so sorry. Well, for you, because no matter what happens, no matter who you try to call upon you, you better pray to God himself, because no one will save you from me." Now, with that, bye bye. And heroes, I hope you have a good time cleaning up my mess. After all, I am a mess eater. Izuku then goes to the other side of a building where he knows the heroes can't find, and he leaves after clicking the button which opens up all the walls and shutting off the cameras. So the next day, the call about Izuku being a vigilante goes viral. I mean, nobody knows that he's a vigilante, but what people do know is that the hunter is still out there, and he's going for villains now. The villain rate immediately dropped by 50. It was around a good 89. It dropped immediately to like a 39, bro. No one the villain rate crime has dropped significantly in Japan. And even some other countries, just by the fear of him somehow being able to be there. Since no one knows his quirk, people just think that he teleports short distances or something like that. Then again, they don't want to take chances because he could teleport right behind you and just slit your shit. So Izuku the next day goes into UA. Since he did make it into the support course, he walks into the support course, doing this thing, I really don't want to do this part simply because I don't fucking care. Hear about the support course. He goes to class, he meets Power Loader, he meets up with Mai, she's chilling, he's chilling, he sees Izumi. Let's go to that one actually. So it's lunchtime by now, and Izuku walks in and he sees Izumi. Izumi sees him. He sees Bakugo. Bakugo sees him. Kasumi sees him. He sees her. He does a 180 and just walks away. They just says, "Ain't no goddamn way." He just walked away from us. They didn't walk towards him and says, "Boy." Nah, they ain't gonna say that racist ass boy. But they did say, "Deku, don't you dare walk away from us." Izuku slowly looked at them, looked at his food. He says, what do you want from me, bro? I'm in a support course. What could you possibly want from me? Then it says, "We want you to leave UA. You don't deserve to be here." Izuku says, "You don't deserve to be heroes." Like, you literally bully me for what reason again? They didn't say because your quirk is weak. Izuku says, "Because my quirk is weak." "Can you hit me?" Bakugo says, "What?" Izuku says, "When was the last time you've ever hit me, Bakugo?" Bakugo says, "Since we were 4. Izuku says, "Exactly. So if you haven't hit me since we were 4 years old, but I've been beating your ass since then, simply because you always start fights with me, what makes you think that I don't deserve to be here?" So it's because you need to look at us for you to... Izuku says, "No, I don't. It's automatic. I told the same thing to your dumbass girlfriend right here. Leave me alone. I don't care for you. I don't care for that family. Anyone except for Izuku. Is that correct?" "It's correct. Bye." Izuku left again and walked to a lonely table. That's before he got slapped in the back of his head by Izuku saying, "Why would you do that in front of everyone?" Izuku says, "Because I don't care what everyone else thinks." Izuku sees everyone still looking at him. Izuku stood up, walked to the middle of the hallway. Not the hallway, walked to the middle of the lunchroom. It starts flicking everybody off and says, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck how y'all look at me." Izuku standing on business right in front of everybody, bro. Everybody just staring at him while he flicks them off. Then the goddamn ringer go off. Izuku says, "Oh my god, man." Someone is using Izuku. Then runs towards the corner. Everybody using their quirks and stuff. Someone was about to hit Izuku, but time stops. Izuku says, "Oh my god." Izuku looks out the window. Since he doesn't move, since he needs time to be stopped, so he can have a time to think for himself, instead of everyone else being so goddamn loud. So he looks out the window and says, "Ain't no fucking way that they're scared of the press." Izuku then moves out the way. And punches he punches the shit out of the kid that accidentally used his quirk on him. That a cyber bully quirk, not cyber bully. What the hell? A cyber bullet quirk. They know that like glitches out quirks, but it didn't really hit Izuku since it can't. And Izuku sits there flying to the wall, says, "Be careful next time you use your quirk, dickhead." And he then goes towards the nigga that make the lunches and ask him for a microphone. He gave Izuku the microphone. Izuku stood up, says, "Everybody's still running." Izuku says, "Everybody's still running." Izuku says, "Fuck all of you." Hearing Izuku's deep ass voice, they all look at him immediately. Izuku says, "First off, that is depressed if you look out the window. None of you did. All of you disappoint me. I'm in a support course and I knew to look out the window and look at where the hell my danger is going to be. You're all running around here like some goddamn 5-year-olds, some goddamn monkeys. You dumbass son of a bitch. Bitch, stop running around. Damn." So Azumi was about to say something, but Izuku says, "I ain't playing these games." That's a hard stop Lucas reference. Izuku says, "I'm not playing with none of you. Look out the window." They look out the window and then sigh, saying, "Ain't no way we really ran away from the press." Izuku says, "All of you are pathetic. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go and do something." Izuku then walks towards the window and he breaks it and jumps out. Before any of the other heroes are like around the corner, but they stop as soon as they see Izuku. Izuku says, "Listen, if y'all don't leave right now, I'm really gonna put my hands on y'all." And he says, "What? You can't put your hand on us. We're normal civilians." Izuku says, "And I am a child that is ready to beat the hell out of all of you if you don't leave my school grounds." And he says, "You don't own the school." Izuku says, "But I go to it." "Did you? You useless quirk son of a bitch." And she says, "My quirk not useless. I can glow." Izuku says, "So what? You a flashlight, bro? You're useless you're useful for cave adventuring, but you're a news reporter, bro. Get your useless ass on." The guy didn't stay quiet and just walked away. He knew he lost. He knew it was over for him, so he just went along his day. Izuku says, "Anyone else want to test me?" A woman that says, "Actually, I have a powerful quirk. Actually, my quirk allows me to make storms." Izuku says, "You can make storms." "So what?" She says, "What you mean, so what? I'm powerful." Izuku says, "Yeah, you're powerful. So what? You're not a hero. You're a reporter still. Bro, come on, you're on a reporter's salary. And you have the audacity to walk up to a hero in training and tell him that you have a powerful quirk." He says, "What's your quirk?" Suka says, I said here in a second. Says, "You walk up to a support course student and tell him that you got a powerful quirk." She says, "What's your quirk?" Zuka says, "My quirk is emergency skip. I can skip through time whenever someone attacks me so I can get out of the way of that damage." Says, "So what? Your quirk is basically useless." Izuku says, "When I haven't been hit or damaged since I was 4 years old. Since how when was the last time you got hit?" She said, "I stubbed my toe earlier." Izuku says, "Exactly. Something that I can't do." That is something he can do. He just lying his ass off. Says, "So get your whole ass on." She says, "Who you think you calling the whole?" Izuku says, "You. Now get your bitch ass on before I show you why no one likes me." Nobody else talked. They just left. He says, "The fuck I thought, nigga." He turns around and jumps right back in the building and says, "All of y'all are some useless piece of shits." Izuku then walks over to Izuka and slaps her, saying, everyone's like, "Why would you slap her?" Izuka then says, "Yeah, I deserve that." Everyone's like, "Huh?" Izuka says, "I trained you. I trained you myself and you embarrassed me like that? I should beat the hell out of you. I should beat the quirk jeans out of your ass." She says, listen. "Can you blame me?" Izuku says, "Yes, I can." You should have been. You should have looked out. I trained you and I warned you. You went on missions with me. She's like, you're mentioning too much. Says, yeah, true, true, true. But still, you still had the audacity to run around like these other fools, these idiots, these inbreds. And you think that you like that? You think, ooh, you know what? Just fat, you're not going on no missions with me. He says, what? She says, what? She says, yeah, just for that, you ain't going on no more missions for me. She says, please. She says, no, please, please. They going back and forth, back and forth. Her head catches on fire. Says, I'm going on a mission. Zuko says, no, you're not. She says, yes, I am. You can't stop me. Zuko says, no, you're not. She says, beat me in the fight and I can't go. Zuko says, I trained you in everything that you know, not everything that I know. You sure you want this? She said, yeah. She threw a punch straight for Izuku. It was not no weak ass punch. It was a very strong punch. The punch that she threw, she enforced it with her telekinesis and her flames. Izuku ducked, and behind him, a crater formed. She's basically said, Izuku's like impressive, but he turns around and sees her going for another punch, but time stops. Izuku says, I really wish that I could tell you my actual record. Then you would understand how unfair a fight would be with me at all. Izuku then jumps, missing the attack, and he downs, and he does a front flip, slam his foot right on her noggin, knocking her out. Izuku says, I'll forgive you since you're my favorite sister. I'll let you go on missions with me. He then picks her up and takes her to recovery girl. Everyone in the lunchroom is just looking. They're like, ain't no way he just did that to his sister. And then told me and just say that he's gonna take her on a mission just because she the favorite. Alright, so let me start by saying the support course has more things in store with it. They go on adventures too, and they go to places, the same places that the hero course students will go to. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, they go to the same place that the hero students would also go to. We say they also go on places like, what the hell was it called again, bro? That goddamn USJ. Universal some. Oh wait, oh no, it was an unforeseen simulation joint. Yeah, so they go there immediately. So, but yeah, cause obviously they don't train with the hero course students. Obviously, so I can't really do anything about that. So once they get there, Izuku's like, this feels off. This dead ass feels off. What the hell? So Izuku's just looking around until he sees a few villains, and he sees one crusty nigga, bro. He's like, bro, who is this nigga, bro? Bro, who is this guy? And so like, Izuku's like, bro, who is that Aizawa? Oh, and why he look like a villain? Aizawa says, cause he is a villain. And then no one else other than All Might and a few other heroes know about this place. They somehow figured out. Izuku is like, y'all really need to keep y'all places more secret then. And I completely blame y'all. Says, oh well, whatever. Come on. 13, you stay and watch the kids. I'll go and fight the villains. 13's like, sure. And so Izuku's like, so you think I'm not gonna go down there and fight them villains? He says, no, you're a support course student. You have no fighting experience. Izuku says, you really gonna downplay me like that? You gonna downplay me in my class like that, bro? I could really piece you up if I wanted to. He says, no, you couldn't. Izuku says, give me that. He then took Aizawa's scarf and immediately went down and started boxing down villains with it. She's like, wait, what? How? He even sees something that only the vigilante has ever done with his scarf. Or when he stole it from Aizawa and ran away with it, trolling Aizawa. So I was like, what the hell? Only the hunter's ever done that. So he's like, could he be the hunter? Nah, he's a support course student. He ain't like that. I got so much money, I'm good. I mean, he's a support course student. He can't do that. I don't believe he can do this. So Aizawa runs down trying to some bullshit. Aizawa runs down trying to get a scarf back while also fighting the villains. Izuku says, you'll get your scarf back once I feel like it. So he should fight all the villains till the Nomu comes out. Now Izuku sees the Nomu and he's like, hey ugly, why don't you come box me, bruh? Because, Zuko has my personality. That's why I'm making him speak this way, because he has my personality. Anytime I give a Zuko anything, I'm giving him my personality. I'm giving him the personality of a complete asshole when he needs to be an asshole, or kind whenever he needs to. I'm mostly an asshole to people I love, though, so he's going to be an asshole to his sister from time to time. That's why I made him slap her and beat her ass. That's after, in lunch. The Nomu runs straight for Izuku, but Izuku immediately just, Tama freezes immediately. Izuku's like, they never learn, do they? Izuku just grins and said, well, time for me to hit him with that, Metro Man. Izuku then just starts beating this nigga, just started punching the hell out of this frozen Nomu. He gives him a good 10 punches before just ending it. Fuck, I want to go in there, fuck. But yeah, he just starts pounding the fuck out of this Nomu. No, I was about to say it. Pause. So he's beating the hell out of this Nomu, and then he steps 5 feet away. Like he always does. As soon as he steps away, the Nomu is sent flying. Izuku's just smiling, saying, is that your best weapon? Is that your weapon to kill All Might? Right, you need to improve on it. The Nomu then jumps back, and Izuku says, huh? What the hell? Nobody says, Shigaraki then says, I don't know what your quirk is, kid, but this Nomu here, my creature, our greatest work here, has, multiple quirks, specifically made just for All Might. Like, just to kill that overgrown ogre. Izuku then grins and says, huh, is that so? Too bad you won't be the one ending him, because All Might isn't yours to kill. Shigaraki's like, huh? Wait, what was that supposed to mean? But immediately, I said All Might is yours to kill. I forgot that I made this nigga's dad Hasashi. I died again. Oh my god, bro. I need to at least get 1,000 each time I die, bro. I need to at least get over 1,000. If I don't get over 1,000 right now, on this, if I die less than 1,000, I'm gay. No gay shit, bro. But like, damn, why? I've never been so ass at this game. Anyways, Izuku says, hey, you can kill Salamander though. Says, why do you hate Salamander so bad? So bad, kid. Yeah, I heard that he was great with people. Izuku says, you heard wrong. You heard absolutely wrong. Wrong boy. At least from me, in my experience with that fool. Ugh, I hate that man. Says, why don't we work together? You help me kill All Might and I help you kill Salamander. Zuko says, you bring up a good option, but you see, I have family. Something that your crusty ass don't look like you have. I have someone to care for. Keyword someone. Not people. Some people, actually, since I still love mom. But other than them, I'm really chilling. See, if it weren't for them, I'd probably join you. But hey, you did a good trying to make me join. Izuku then dashes in and starts punching at the Nomu. Everyone is kind of shocked by how strong Izuku is, because this thing is supposed to be taking out All Might. Yet Izuku's just punching the shit out of this fucking Nomu, bro. He's wrecking this Nomu, bro. He's fucking this Nomu up. The Nomu's even confused, bro. He's like, the Nomu's just growling like, what? He's just growling and shit, trying to figure out, why is this human able to keep up with me? That is All Might. Zuko says, yeah. And you don't like that, do you? Zuko just keeps beating this motherfucker's ass. He's terrorizing this goddamn Nomu, bro. This Nomu is basically Gojo versus Goku. Goku's winning with no diff. I probably made some people mad. Actually, I barely have people watch my videos. I ain't make no one mad. Anyways, yeah. So Izuku's just fucking with the Nomu, since Nomu can't touch him and nobody knows Izuku's quirk. Nobody will know his quirk, since no one can get the full description on it. except for the user itself, and Izuku will not explain his quirk. Look, even when Power Loader asks him to explain his quirk so the class can have a better understanding and try to improve his suit, they don't. Izuku does not explain his quirk simply because he wants to make it a struggle. He doesn't want to make it easy for no one. They better figure out and earn his quirk knowledge. That's how it works around here. Here, I don't give out free shit. You better earn this. So yeah, Izuku just spends his time just, trolling the gnome. My phone is on 15%. Goddamn, I'm gonna wait till it gets to 10%. So Izuku spends his time trolling the Nomu until he hears I am here. Izuku says, finally. And then Salamander appears. Izuku says, why did you bring him? Oh my god. Salamander says, kid, get back. Salamander knows who he is. Yes, but Izuku does not change his looks at all. He made sure that he made sure not to change his look. He wants people to know who he is. Not by hair color, because his suit obviously hides his hair and face. He doesn't need people to know his vigilante self. So basically, All Might fights the Nomu now. Simply because Izuku decided, you know what, let me let All Might have his fun. Well, I know All Might loves to fight. Well, not loves to fight, but like, All Might loves to have at least once an equal, I can tell. At least that's what Izuku thinks. So Izuku is just letting All Might fight out his troubles. See, I gotta kill you now, cause you know that you see me stuttering too much. God damn, I have a stuttering problem. Anyways, Izuku's just like, he's just looking at All Might fight this guy, and Salamander puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Son." So it's good to see. Izuku says, "Don't son me. Don't even call me son. Don't call me baby boy. Don't call me nothing. You lost that respect a long time ago, Salamander." Izuku just walks away, saying, you or anyone in that family of yours, don't speak to me. She says, what about your mother? Izuku says, don't speak of my mom. I still love mom, of course. Mom doesn't disrespect me. She doesn't let my sister bully me, Well, at least try to bully me. She can't lay a hand on me, something like that. Suddenly, the Nomu flings right towards Izuku after it was being thrown by All Might. Izuku says, shit. So Izuku pulls out this weapon, this scythe, and he slices the Nomu right down the middle. And that's where I'm going to leave it off since my phone is on 15. I was going to do it till let it go to 10. But then I realized I got school tomorrow. And since I got school tomorrow, I'm going to need my phone. Some of you fuckers might not. Some of you fuckers might not even have phones. And y'all just like, on YouTube watching these hoes. No, I said on YouTube. On your Roku TV. I don't know what the fuck niggas do. Probably on your tablet, but if my mom end up calling me tomorrow and I don't answer, I'm fucked. Raw. No gay shit. I'm fucked. I'm cooked. I'm done for. Or I'm a flaming young, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love y'all. What's the point of subscribing? Have a good day and shit. I pray y'all have a great night. Now I'm finna go to sleep. I'm about to pray, then I'm finna go to sleep.